guys, Chris here from Chef Wannabe's Life, and today I'd like to give back to you, and I am giving away a $25 Home Depot gift card. Now, there are a couple of things. It's US only, and you will see a name or a word flash across your screen at some point in this video, and you will need to use that word or name in your comment below. You will need to be subscribed and give this video a big thumbs up. I hope that you enjoy it so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Also guys, don't forget to check the description box below for a playlist of all of the women who are in this collaboration to see their cool DIYs. Hello and welcome back to Chef Wannabe's Life. Today, my part of the collaboration is photo blocks. Now, I got this idea from my sister Kathy. She made them over Christmas, and I absolutely fell in love with the look, and I just love the warmth that they bring and the different way to display pictures in your home. I, of course, had to use pictures of my dogs. I used one of me and my husband and one of my sister and I when I was a baby. And now you can use regular pictures. That's what my sister did, and that is probably highly recommendable. But you know, I did just fine with regular pictures that I printed off of my inkjet printer as well. You will need some stain, and the wood you use at my Home Depot, I can go in and near where they cut wood, if there's any scraps, those are all free. And so make sure to check that, or cut your own wood to the size that you need. I didn't know what sizes I was going to need, so I just kind of had to match my pictures up as best I could to the sizes of the wood that I had already had cut. You're also going to need Mod Podge, and you're going to need some foam brushes or a regular paintbrush. So you're going to want to stain them all first. I did not get the color stain I wanted. I ended up using Varathane Special American or Special Walnut. Oh, it's one of those. And I really wanted something that was darker. And this even has almost a red tinge to it, which is not my favorite. But I can always redo that some other time. And I am the sloppiest stainer ever because I use paper towels and medical gloves. I mean, just go with what you got, right? Now I did mine. You are going to use such a little amount of stain that your stuff is literally going to dry enough in just a few minutes. Unless you want your stain really dark and you want to do 2 coats, so on and so forth. But I just had mine on my good old crafting tarp that really needs replaced under my ceiling fan, and they were dry in no time. See, they look, that color they look when I'm putting it on, that's what I thought I was getting. What it really ended up being was about the color of what I already stained down there. But the picture covers up so much, and the whole look, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. As a matter of fact, I don't see any reason you couldn't use paint for this. If you want to water it down, if you want to use it straight, whatever color you want. I mean, there's no limit to what you can do. I just wanted to use the stain because that's right, my sister did it. And she's an amazing DIY/crafter. So we'll get all of these done. I think I'm going to do a couple of them, try a couple in white and see how it looks. If I do, I'll post a picture over on my Instagram. Remember, if you followed me on Instagram or want to follow me on Instagram, my account got hacked. So it is Chef Wannabe's Life. And you have to go refollow me because I lost everybody and I need my friends. Or tag me, let me know that you made these. I would love to see that. There's just, you know, when crafty minds get together, DIY minds get together, who knows what could come out of that. Now you're also gonna need a sanding block. I went ahead and sanded my rough edges. If you want to sand your wood before you stain it, you get on with your bad self, but I was not going there. So I'm gonna Mod Podge this. When you use the picture, it's heavier, so use a thicker coat. And look at our little Ralphie boy. He was wearing his collar and his necktie. You're going to make sure that it's stuck, and then you're going to use a fairly thick coat of the Mod Podge over the top. And I rounded these edges of this picture quite unevenly, but you'll see why that doesn't. It's pretty forgiving that way. Now on this one where I used just regular printer paper, I did a thinner coat. And honestly, it all worked out really well too. I know, you know, there's all different methods of doing this, but I liked how this turned out a lot. Make sure your Mod Podge doesn't like drip over the sides and stuff, or, you know, make sure it's all smoothed out. And I don't know why I feel like you need to make sure you kind of put it on all in the same direction. But I do. That's my feeling. So if you care about my feelings, that's how I would do it. So I crack myself up all the time. And here we go. I did one with, look at baby Chef Wannabe and her big sister Patty. Aww. I think it was one of our birthdays in that picture, maybe. And I'm sorry if any of this isn't all the way in frame. Oh, sorry. This is me and Hubs. Where'd we go? There. I can't cut a straight line, okay? Did you see how those pictures were surrounded by the whole white of the piece of paper? Yeah. It could be a black and white, and I still can't cut a straight line. I mean, the Lord loves me, but He did not give me the cut a straight line skill. Like, I missed out on that class, that course, but I can't do it. I have no idea why. Now, don't worry if it looks a little bit, you're going to make sure that it's smoothed out, but once you Mod Podge the top, oh, Sophia, it might look a little bit wrinkled. That's all going to dry. As long as you have it as flat as you can get it, then it is going to tighten back up when it dries, and it will smooth right out. And I decided after this layer of Mod Podge, I decided to do a second layer as well, just because I just wanted to make sure that it was enough. And I knew once I had that first thin layer on the ones that were printed on paper that I was safe to do another tiny bit thicker layer. Give me a sponge brush to see the magic I can work. Never know where I'll end up. Look at her underbite. Underbites unite. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. And the Mod Podge again dries really fast. So this is just really a quick little project once you know how to do it. It's really easy and you can just bust these babies out. I think it would be precious to do one of these with an ultrasound picture for someone. And there's Ralphie again in his Argyle sweater vest and a tie. He's a class act, guys. He's a class act, that Ralph. So you're going to let those dry. And there's kind of all of them. Also, when you print your pictures, make sure the ink is dry all the way. Now you're going to take your sanding block and you're going to sand the edges. How much or how little you sand them is completely up to you. And it just makes it, you can sand them so that it literally almost looks like the picture's printed on the wood. Or you can leave really stark lines, whatever you want to do. And then I tied some little tiny thin twine around some. I did a little raffia, or you can just leave them plain, of course. Don't you like how I sped all this up? Can you imagine how long this video would have been if I didn't speed it all up? Whew, you would have been asleep. So these were really, really fun to make. I'm really happy. That one did end up getting sanded more. And Ralph. I hope that you love these, and I hope that you give them a try. And if you do, tag me on Instagram or Facebook, and let me see yours. Thanks for joining me for this collaboration. I hope that you love it, and I'll see you in my next video. Until we meet again, do not forget to eat good food. Bye, everybody.